It's been a day of healing, detoxifying.
We were having so much fun on a bright, sunny day, Costa Rica. Here with John Chapman. What are you doing over there playing John in the mud?
I'm practicing indigenous medicine. We're using charcoal, a natural product for purification.
Did you know that's the oldest medicine in the world? Carbon? We're not wearing twin t-shirts. They're basically covered in carbon.
Yeah, they were immersed in a carbon solution.
With some powdered carbon, and we just wrung our t-shirts out in this water. So the carbon is acting as a bandage, as a poultice in a sense. It's a magnet. It's a drawing agent. It attracts, it draws, it holds, and it binds toxins. Carbon is negatively charged by nature. The surface of the earth is negatively charged in toxins. The foreigner is positively charged. So how it works is the toxins are drawn to the carbon.
They call it electromagnetic frequency intolerance. Too many years on a cell phone.
Okay, you can rinse your hair in that too right now. Just rinse your hair into the bucket, and then put the cap on there.
Okay.
So carbon is one of the greatest detoxifiers known to man. It's in every filtration system in the world. You know, it doesn't really matter what type of filtration system. In one aspect or another, they always employ carbon, because carbon loves toxins. See, there's two reasons why we get sick. There's not enough of the good, too much of the bad. You put out the bad, you get in the good. You got to get the good in, get the bad out. The best way to get the bad out is to draw it out with carbon. On the health food store shelf, on one side of the shelf, they got nutrition where they try to feed the body, and sometimes it takes months or even years to build those nutrients into the framework of the engine. But the motor is sludged up, and it can be cleaned by the mechanic in one afternoon. Then your body can actually breathe the oxygen, can actually absorb nutrients. So this carbon is underestimated. You saw here, folks, the first carbon t-shirts on the internet.
And the first carbon hat.
See, we're in Costa Rica under the sacred ceiba tree. I'll just point you to right there. It's a beautiful tree, beautiful surroundings, just under a 600-foot well. The waterfall is about 600 feet or more.
Yeah, this nearby waterfall is 600 feet, the Diamante.
Well, John's the founder of the Diamante Waterfall in Rockhouse. He's been in his possession for a number of years, 15 years. That's the Tree of Life Tours. It's a plug for the Tree of Life Tours. If you're ever down this way and you want a tour, you can find them through my channel here. If you can't, find them on your own. So it's a little bit cool wearing the wet t-shirt.
Wet underwear, is that it?
Yeah, I guess soak the underwear next. Well, you know, some people just can't handle the gookie. If you check out my YouTube channel, you can see me sleeping in the clay bed. Health and healing. And oh, let me give a plug for my book. In this book, Divine Power, Human Strength, giving you 10 master keys to health and mind success. The mind and the body sympathize with one another. So you have to have a healthy body to have a healthy mind. So I'm just saying, if you want to learn more about detoxification, check out Master Key number 4. That deals with feeding and cleaning the body. There's only one way to perfect health. There's only one way to overcome illness, and that's get into the environment that sustains perfect health. I like to say we're in our Creator's perfect environment, like the Earth revolving around the Sun, at the same distance, granting life to our world. Think about it. Well, the same laws work within the human body. And when we offend those laws, they offend us. So if we conform to the laws, obviously we would get a blessing. It's when we're out of conformity to these laws of nature that we go down. So I want to say more of the good, less of the bad. You're the problem, buddy. You're it. Oh yeah, you're invited to Costa Rica. That's right. This was all about an invitation to come and join us on these crazy episodes of health and healing. We do have a vacation retreat. Check out our tab on vacation getaways. Yeah. See it here. Say bye, John.
Bye, see you here. Happy trails.
Happy trails.
You know, we're all going through health crises and one kind of crisis or another, and if something's working for us, let's get it out there. Let's share it.
Yeah. Well, you really look like you have a solution all over your face right now.
Yeah.
You look like you just crawled out of the ramble pit of the jungle.
Not a cheap way to change my identity.
Yeah, by the way, we're doing some wilderness survival here, if you haven't figured it out, because this world system is on a computer chip, and I hear stories that it's coming down, right? The banks, the banksters, and all that, and all the sheeples that are under their system. So it's not just about having fun in the sun in Costa Rica, no. Honestly, it's about going through to the end. Yeah. And so we want to gather to a safe place where there's going to be food security for our time.
Sovereignty.
Yeah. Fruit forests.
Food forest. Yeah.
Food forest. Fruit forest. Yeah, food forest. Yeah, that's the theme. Yeah. So John had planted up a food forest up the mountain there with dozens, hundreds of fruit trees.
Actually, I didn't plant it, but many young people from the States
You organized.
came down, and I supported them as they saw the vision for the future of planting local food crops.
Yeah.
And food forests are one of the most beneficial types of ways of providing for food because they don't need so much maintenance as gardens do.
Yeah, and last year I planted a couple hundred fruit trees.
This feels good.
I have concerns. I have high mercury in the blood because I had a tooth extracted years ago, and in the process, the mercury amalgam filling that was in the tooth dislodged in the tooth and in the gum sat there 5 years. And so you can see that on YouTube on Save a Tooth. We were doing some avoid a root canal. We did it without anesthesia, so it's a good documentary. And in the process, found the culprit to my problem, mercury poisoning. Yipes. But as it turned out, a surgeon came to my home looking for help using the same therapies to help close a tumor up, which you can see that we were successful in doing that on YouTube. Just 2 visits. He's the man that took the mercury out of my jaw, and so now, yeah, I'm just on the up and up. Because you might be striving for your health, but there's going to be some kind of offender somewhere. Something is in your body that should not be there, and that's the problem. Whether it's a cell radiation, cell
phone, yeah.
What do you call that?
Electromagnetic frequency intolerance.
Yeah, even your regular electrical wires has a frequency that's inconsistent with the body functions, and could be a parasite. Could be metals.
And those voltage regulators on most of your electronics, where they take 110 current and reduce it way down. And
could be too much sunshine. There's many things that we could be getting in our body that shouldn't be in our body, and that's what normally offends the body from absorbing its nutrition, absorbing its oxygen. Something is in the way of the body's absorption, whether for oxygen or nutrients. So, yeah, just stick with it. Clean out the bad, and then we can absorb the good.
Thank you, Darren, for your work.
Thanks, John. But you said something feels like it's working or something. Or is it?
I'm feeling like my brain is happy. It's feeling like it's functioning better. So,
yeah,
see where that goes.
See where that goes. Well, it's a known fact that carbon is the greatest toxic absorber in the world. There ain't ifs, ands, or buts about that. So, yeah. We were having so much fun. This is the Bamboo Palace here. John's Bamboo Palace. See, with Costa Rica, you can build a structure like this in 2 days. Or 1 day, And then look at the tarp. That tarp up there is good for 10 years. It's just a tarp. And there's no mosquitoes in this yard. There's no mosquitoes, very few bugs. So just think how fast you can get out of the... So John has some of his guests sleeping in the open concept right here, you can see. Just like that. A lot of people live like that in Costa Rica. It's amazing. It truly is. How is this carbon on the body actually going to make toxins go from inside to your shirt? That's the chemistry behind it, but it has to. How could it not work?
We'll know soon.
We know already. It's faith.
I do know I'm having a good morning. My head is functioning. I'm creating a Mexican stool, tripod stool, getting ready for a concert coming to our little town up here. A free concert coming in 2 weeks.
Wow.
So we're trying to provide for a lot of seating and.
Oh, everyone's coming to Costa Rica. More and more people all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. This last couple of years has really been picking up because I guess the economy, good or bad, they're coming.
It's a good place to weather storms.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a tropical paradise.
Well, it's the only place in the world I would want to be when there's a storm. I mean, anywhere in Central America, I'd imagine. But the strongholds of the mountain. Think about it.
Strongholds are in communities that are here to serve each other, look out for each other.
Community in the mountains.
Abundant source of bananas. We're freezing and drying bananas today.
Really? How would you say so? And how much does the banana cost? We figured it out like 2 cents a banana?
2 cents a banana, yeah. I can't even afford to go harvest my own bananas at that price. And if I'm not buying them, the birds are eating them all. And, you know, we got to save some of this excess food we
Well,
have.
in the market, it's 4 bananas for 100 colones, which is 20 cents. So you get 15 bananas for $1, and this is 50 bananas for $1. So think of all the banana ice cream you can.
There's just too many bananas in this community where people are eating popsicles instead of bananas. So we're trying to do dehydrated bananas and banana popsicles to help educate the local children.
The Coca-Cola commercial has got most of some of the people and even some of the indigenous. So it's in John's heart here to bring it back to like Mother Earth.
Get them away from the addictive sugars and salts and flavorings in these little local pulperia where they sell all the manufactured goodies.
Yeah, they got Rome's finest cuisine there.
While the bananas are eaten by the birds.
Yes. So
we're going to start a little community kitchen.
Yes, community.
And employ the local.
Well, we do have a community kitchen over there, an outside kitchen.
Yeah, and let our neighbors who need something to do and their kids come and work and fix up these little alternative snacks.
Mm-hmm. The mangoes, there's a mango tree right there. Right here. This is an apple tree here. The fruit is just about ready to harvest and dry. So a lot of hands are needed here on the ground to harvest the abundance of the land. You know, dry it, it's there all year after that. You can make smoothies, jam, juice, jelly, and syrups just from fruit.
And detox in a charcoal wrap while you're working.
And we got to get back to work here. Get back to work here, yeah. We're running about our projects. We figured we'd stop for a moment here and just give you a little bit of an update on this carbon bandage. We procrastinate. Well, I don't have enough time. It's where your priorities are. We're always doing our priority. And usually somebody is dictating your priority. Right, John? There are circumstances around you.
That's right.
And so you have to have a firm resolve to know exactly how your day is going to unfold. Because there'll be interruptions. It's called interruptions. People want to interrupt your day. You know, you do like, you chew their head off. No. You're nice to everybody all day long. And you do your best to do it without complaining, yeah. But sometimes you have to slide your way out of there. And then you can keep your time to yourself and focus. Get your plans down and then work your plans. We were playing in the sun. We were having so much fun on a rainy, cloudy day in Costa Rica. Well, I guess it's just about it for this day of cleansing in this charcoal outfit. It got a little cool, and so running around the camp with a wet shirt on could be kind of chilling. Even in the tropics, while we're about 700 meters elevation right now on a cooler day. So down by the beach on a hot day, this charcoal t-shirt would have been absolutely ideal. And I went ahead with the charcoal wrap for my head. It's been a day of healing, detoxifying, and I guess now I'm going to make my way down to the ocean. Well, you could do it too. Detoxify. Learn to love. Unconditional. Surrender. Your maker. Let's shut this thing down. Stay tuned for more videos.